Hi again, this is part 2 of creating a photo album. So as this is reviewing the last part of the photo album as I'm putting on the cover, you'll be able to fast forward through this. I left the entire video in its long form because it's so easy to scroll through where you want to. You can just change the speed or all sorts of things. And I also put timestamps on the bottom so that you could follow along wherever it is you want to go. So like I said, this is the cover getting put on. It is the end of the first video, actually. So if you want to see that part of the video, you could find that in the playlist. And hopefully I'll put a little link up in the corner so you could click onto it. It's really pretty easy to find. So we're cutting the ends of the cards. Well, it's a very thick cardstock that I'm using as the cover, and just getting the sides right, and then I'm going to attach it to the front and the back, and then we'll get on with the decorating. In this section here, it's where I'm creating the insert. You can see I left the tops open. I'm not quite sure if in this one I show you that how to do the bottoms. And so I have a piece, of course this is too large, but you can see that's where I'm going to insert this cardstock. I forgot the poundage on it, 110 maybe, I'm not sure. If you need to know, just post a question and I'll answer. So I'm making it smaller, narrower. Gosh, I have trouble talking sometimes. More narrow. There we go. And it's going to go in the top. And I leave the camera at this way because I think you can see it a little better. And then it just slides right in. Now, initially, I was only going to do a couple. And then I thought, at least if I have more space and I have the ability to put the more inserts in. So that's what I did. I just decided, let's just go with it. What harm could it be? Now I'm hoping that it shows you how I closed off the other side. So, excuse me. In this one, the tops and the bottoms are open. So they're folded over onto the hinge and glued that way, but only on the hinge side. And so in doing this, I decided I was going to glue the bottoms. And yeah, it's going to show you. Okay, so then we open up the bottom and I'm going to stick the glue and just dribble a little bit along the edge there and just push the two papers together and close it up. And for me, that's what works best. I suppose if you put a glob of glue in there, it's going to be a problem. But I can see from my angle the narrow strip of glue I'm putting on. And frankly, even if it's, and see, then I just take and make sure the glue that's oozing out gets lifted off. There we go. And then I do that through all the rest of it. And then I make the inserts to size. I didn't make sizes. I didn't go, oh, I got to do every one exactly the same because they're inserts. It's not a big deal. In my mind, it's not a big deal. You do you, boo. So in this one, I'm showing you how you could just take a pair of scissors and slowly round the corners of the inserts. It really makes the cardstock look finished. Now, I do have a corner rounder chomper that I use, and I eventually take that out to do all the rest of them. But I'm just showing you here how you can just really just take off the tip of the side. It's just go slow. Handle the scissors very slowly, closing them up. And even if it just cuts off the corner, it actually looks tremendously better, in my opinion. And if you don't have all the tools, you work with what you have. Now, of course, I have the tool. I just decided to show you how to do this. All right, so here we are. I'm going to decorate each of these with different papers. So hope you enjoyed this part. Okay, so we're going to do the page review. And so this is how it sits on the table. I can open it up and have it all flailing around. But here we have little inserts and pockets, and it just so many places to put pictures. The thing is that's probably I haven't concerned myself with yet on this one is how do I do like write stuff. Now, I don't have the best handwriting, never have, and I've taken calligraphy classes. I went to Catholic school. It's like I just don't have it. But there is, I could always just paste a little backing. So the paper I got from Michael's does have a white background. So there is a possibility of putting like a folded paper on something, and that way it'll come off. Now it's going to be a cover. I'm going to do the cover, and then we're going to add some pictures. So I put the cover on. I just butted it up against the spine and then folded it over. And I left that as an insert so I can add more if I wanted to, front and back. It's always nice to have little pockets. And I thought the cover came out really nice. Okay, so now we're going to decorate the pages. And this is a graphic 45. I think it was Sherlock Holmes, or at least it looked like Sherlock Holmes. And I'm trying to decide if I want it kitty corner, straight on. I took the postcards that were vertical before I went for the ones that were horizontal. And I just had a really, now I looked at that side and I'm like, oh, what am I going to do? And it turns out there's 2 of each in this set. So I was able to do both sides. And I decide I'm going to just leave a little insert pocket there. You see I didn't do the third side. And I just have it a little off kilter. I really like that for some reason when I was doing this. I work that way. It's like, what do I want to do right now? And so that's what I decided with that one. And just waiting for the glue to dry. And then I'll have that that one side where I can stick something in and have it. Maybe that's where I put some writing. Who knows? Who knows what's going to happen? And you can see I already put something in the side pocket on the cover. And there it is. See? Yeah. And that's what's going to be happening now. I'm just finding places to put my little picatures and see which ones I want. The one with like something like this, I did top and bottom, and I left it so that, oh no, I didn't do it in this one. I didn't do it here. There's ones where I only do the top and bottom, and then it slides all the way through. You can put a tuck spot on either side. Hopefully that'll come up and you'll be able to see what I'm talking about. So enjoy this part. So here's an example of how I did a slide across tuck spot. And I don't know why I have this thing about skeletons. I just do. There it is. What can I tell you? So I just glued the top and the bottom. I'm thinking, am I going to do this out? No, let's try this out. Okay. And then I just give it a little bit more towards the center. And I'm letting the glue dry and adhere itself to the paper. You have to give it some time to get in there and absorb the paper, or absorb into the paper. Yeah. And if the way to watch this video, the best way to watch it, if you can, is on your PC, your computer screen, and do it full screen, and you really get a good picture. Just letting you know. So then it goes all the way across. See that? I thought that was, I like that idea. That sort of made me happy. And I knew I had 2 of those, so I was saving that for another time. And I know that one's in the front, so I could turn around and use the back. See? There it is. Okay, I'll leave you to it. Okay, I'm going to put corner protectors on this. It doesn't really require them, but I have them and they looked really good. They really finished it off. You can get them on Amazon in silver or gold, and they're very easy to put on. Now, of course, it's a little messy with me because I'm the one doing it. I put some glue inside the corner. Stick it on the corner side, take my pliers. Well, first I use my fingers and try to press it as best I can and grab the glue that's coming off. And then I take a pair of pliers and I just squish it a little bit so that it really adheres, so that there's no real reason for it to come off. Now I tried using my fingers to squeeze them. It just isn't, in my mind, it's just not enough. I don't know, maybe I overcompensate. I really feel like you need to squish it just a little bit more, and you'll see that coming up. But it really finishes it off. And there it is in all its glory. I didn't put anything on the front yet. Haven't found anything that's inspired me. But I really think it turned out really nice. I can't wait to get some pictures in there. I don't know what I'm gonna put in there. I have one for Christmas. I have a holiday one. This one might be, I don't know, maybe Halloween. Or maybe my craft fairs. I don't know. We'll see. Until next time, take care.